Dear students, today we will be learning about chapter number 1, tissue. So before learning about tissue, let's learn about living beings. Life is a unique, complex organization of molecules that express itself through chemical reactions. So these chemical reactions in turn lead to growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation, and reproduction. So the objects having these features like growth, development, responsive, adaptation, reproduction. So these features are known as living beings. The objects having these features like growth, responding to the stimuli, or movement, development. So these features are called living beings. So just look at the figure. You can see there are number of animals and plants. So animals have the physical appearance and behavior is different from each other. So all the plants and animals develop different features that help them to survive in surroundings. So let's learn about living beings and its characteristics. The major characteristics of living beings are: the first one, each living being is formed of one or more cells. These cells have protoplasm. That means every organism is made up of either one cell or more than two cells. So in each cell there is a protoplasm. Protoplasm is living substance. In the cell there is a living substance. So each and every cell is containing a living substance. Second one, a living being has a multiple level organization. Each level has its own properties. So if you see an organism, to become an organism there are number of stages. That means the life starts from a single cell. So there are number of cells, they works together and forms a tissue, and number of tissues forms a organ, and number of organs works together and forms a system or organism. So there are some steps to become a organism. So in each living being has a multiple level organization, and in each level there is a own properties, own functions are carried out in each level. Third one, living organisms increase in size by addition of materials inside the body. So when the living organism gets the nutrients or proper amount of fluid or substances whichever it is required, so which is utilized, so there will be division of cells, or there will be growth, or the cell size or overall length and volume will increases, cell numbers will increases, living substances will increases. So this complete materials which helps to growth of the body. Fourth one, consciousness and responding to external stimuli is a defining property of living organisms. So one of the property is responding to the stimuli. That means, for example, when you place a plant near the window, you observe that the plant move towards the sunlight. So you can see the plant moves towards the sunlight. It is because the plants need the sunlight to prepare the food. So the plant gives a response towards the sunlight. So that is the responsiveness to stimuli. So one more example is when we touch hot vessel, we pull our hand back. So because when we take our hand back, that means we responded to the stimuli. So each and every living organism which are responding to the stimuli. Fifth one, living beings show movements of their parts. So all the living things which move. But in case of plants, do not change the place. But the organism, it may be for the food purpose or to survive or for the shelter, the animals move from one region to another region. But in case of plants, they do not change the place, but they move towards the sunlight, or it depends on the external stimuli, or when they get the nutrients, depends on it, it changes its position. Next one, waste generated by living beings during metabolism are disposed of by excretion. So excretion means the process of passing out the waste substance from the body is known as excretion. So all the living organisms need food. So this food which get either from the plants or from the animals. So from the food the nutrients are utilized, and the undigested food which should be passed out so that the waste substances from the body which is removed out. So this is one of the characteristics of the living beings. Next one, the living organism take in nutrients as a food. So all the living organisms, they need nutrients, different kinds of nutrients or varieties of food they need. So these nutrients will help for the growth and development of the body. Next, they get energy when this food is oxidized by oxygen which they breathe in. Now when we take the food, we get the energy. So this energy is utilized with the presence of oxygen. Oxygen we get from the plants, so that oxygen we inhale it. So we get some amount of energy from it. So one more living beings characteristic is the living beings form new individuals of their own kind by reproduction. So what is reproduction? So reproduction is the ability of a living organism to produce more of its own kind is called reproduction. That means the living organisms have the ability to produce their own kind is known as reproduction. So each living organism or each living beings form new individuals of their own kind by reproduction. Last one, every living organisms has a definite lifespan of birth, growth, maturity and death. So each and every living organism, they have the definite lifespan. So till that they have the birth, they grow, they get maturity, and finally when they reach into a particular age, they die. So these are the some characteristics of living beings.